The unique adventures of Bella Baxter in Poor Things took the character around the world, but the filming locations were far more limited. Directed by Yorgos Lanthimos, Poor Things has been widely celebrated for its distinctive cinematic experience, winning 4 Academy Awards and 2 Golden Globes, including acting awards for star Emma Stone. Stone plays Bella, a character with the brain of an unborn fetus but the body of a grown woman. Her performance is astonishing, but the film was also awarded for its equally impressive production design, transforming European cities into strange, awe-inspiring visual spectacles. James Price and Shona Heath, who collected the Academy Award for Best Production Design, sat down with CN Traveler to discuss their process of creating the film's world. Poor Things takes place in the 1880s, but the film's aesthetic choices make things deliberately confusing. After all, Yorgos Lanthimos' film is described as sci-fi and fantasy, so the setting isn't very straightforward. Bella Baxter is created by the hands of Godwin Baxter in London, but she travels to Lisbon, Alexandria, and Paris before returning home at the film's ending. Budapest sound stages. Much of Poor Things was created on sound stages in Budapest, as Lanthimos was very keen that everything was built, resulting in unique settings for the film. The sequence in Lisbon, for example, was shot on an enormous soundstage, allowing them to create a strange, fantastical version of the city that could be labeled as Lisbon but not exactly resemble the actual location. The extended sequence on the ship was also shot on a soundstage. The human-made look of the sets also corresponds to classic monster movies, from which Poor Things takes inspiration. Lanthimos wanted the custom sets to look like a 1930s studio film with modern technology. With that in mind, the sets are embellished by imposing, vibrant skylines, all of which were actually built on sets, hand-painted, or on giant LED screens. This effect is enormously essential to the story, contrasting the black-and-white visuals of Bella's home in London. Shona Heath describes it, saying, "The color was meant to feel like Bella suddenly opened her eyes and heart to all the people around her, to life and culture." Woods outside of Budapest. Bella's replacement Felicity in Poor Things. Shona Heath specifies that only 5% of the whole film is in real locations. One of those locations is the woods, which James Price described as being a 20-minute drive from central Budapest. Toward the end of Poor Things, Bella Baxter and her husband, Max McCandles, Rami Youssef, can be seen strolling through the woods and conversing. Real-world locations may still be challenging to identify. As Heath mentions, the real locations we ended up using had huge Poor Things makeovers and hopefully weren't recognizable.